A Salem man is facing drug charges after they say they caught him selling drugs and found fentanyl nearby. Police say 54-year-old Cleo Andrews was arrested yesterday at around 4:35 p.m. near Lancaster Drive Northeast and Sunnyview Drive Northeast. Detectives say that they saw Andrews sell drugs to another person during an ongoing investigation. Officers say when they moved in to arrest him, Andrews tried to hide a bag under a nearby truck. After searching that bag, police say that they found about an ounce of fentanyl and a small amount of cash. The investigation is ongoing.